The road to WrestleMania rolls on through Smackdown, and you're watching Smackdown on the Space, presented by Progressive, your number one choice on auto and home insurance. We are live from San Jose, California, and tonight we continue the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. We already have our semifinals almost completely set. Tonight, Aleister Black and Ricochet go 1-on-1 against Drew Gulak and Noam, with the winner taking on Mustache Mountain in the semifinals. And we are kicking things off with the Smackdown Women's Champion, the Submission Magician, Shayna Baszler.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the Smackdown Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler making her way out here, and what a huge match Baszler is set to take part on. It will be in just 2 weeks at Fastlane, when Baszler teams up with Sasha Banks to go 1-on-1 against her nemesis, Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. A WrestleMania preview, if there ever was one. Our two top women's matches on the SmackDown roster will meet as part of a tag team match at Fastlane. But before Fastlane, Shayna Baszler has to turn her attention to her opponent tonight. She has to get Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch out of her mind, because in the ring, she'll be standing across from a Riot.
And from Lafayette, Indiana, Ruby Riott.
Ruby Riott looking to make a huge impact tonight, and she may actually be able to do that. Think about it. What would happen if Ruby Riott were to get a victory here tonight? Could a detour on the road to WrestleMania be taken if Ruby Riott manages to score a pinfall or a submission on the SmackDown Women's Champion here tonight on SmackDown? The road to WrestleMania just gets closer and closer. We are almost a month away from the show. But if I were Shayna Baszler, I would keep my head in the game in these matches. We kick things off here on SmackDown. And Baszler quickly taking control of Ruby Riott with the guillotine locked in. And Ruby Riott quickly getting out of it. Quickly and surely getting out of it. As Riott now carries Shayna Baszler atop her shoulders, sends her face first into the turnbuckle. Riott trying to stay on top of the situation. Shayna Baszler does not want to give Ruby Riott this much advantage, but Riott hits her with the sit-out powerbomb. And that could be detrimental for the SmackDown Women's Champion. And Baszler very quickly finds a way to reverse it and take down Ruby Riott into a cover. Stack her up. Is it enough to put her away? Riott powers out it too. Shayna Baszler trying to stay on top of the situation here. She picks up Ruby Riott and suplexes her. Now hold on a second. Hey! The man! Becky Lynch! Well, where is she? Well, we're hearing Becky's music, and Shayna Baszler is certainly very interested. Oh no, wait a second, hey! Well, Ruby Riott taking advantage of the distraction provided by Becky Lynch. This has taken an unfortunate turn for Shayna Baszler, as Ruby Riott has not only taken the action outside of the ring, but she's taking advantage of the distraction provided by Becky Lynch. Now Riott on top of the SmackDown Women's Champion. It's a now or never situation for Ruby. It's a count of 6, but Ruby Riott needs to figure out what to do here, as she sends Shayna Baszler face first into the turnbuckle post, not once but twice. Now Ruby Riott hooking Baszler in for the Riott kick. The Riott kick by Ruby. The referee is at a count of 9. What are we going to end up with here? Technically speaking, Riott is back in the ring. And the match is over. Ruby Riott walks out victorious.
Here is your winner, Ruby Riott.
With a major assist by Becky Lynch, Ruby Riott scores a huge victory, albeit a count-out one, over the SmackDown Women's Champion, but Hea wins the win. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we will determine the semifinals of the Dusty Tag Team Classic. Aleister Black and Ricochet go 1-on-1 against Drew Gulak and Noam Dar in that match. Is next. And we are back live on Smackdown on a Space. Here comes the Cruiserweight Champion, Ricochet.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Paducah, Kentucky, weighing in at 190 pounds, the WWE Cruiserweight Champion,
Ricochet could be setting himself up for a huge night come Fastlane, because he's already scheduled to take on Mark Andrews for the Cruiserweight Championship. We will watch Mark Andrews wrestle later tonight here on SmackDown. But if Ricochet were to win this Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, it would mean that he would be wrestling twice at Fastlane. He will be wrestling in the Dusty Classic Finals, and of course in his previously scheduled Cruiserweight Championship matchup. So that just kind of shows you the kind of work ethic that somebody like Ricochet has, that he had agreed to be part of the Dusty Classic while also agreeing to defend his championship at Fastlane. No one works harder than Ricochet, I'll tell you that. In the meantime, here comes the Dutch Destroyer. Mr. Aleister Black.
And his partner from Amsterdam, Netherlands, weighing in at 215 pounds, Aleister Black.
You know, Aleister Black may be looking for a palate cleanser, if you will. And I'll explain myself on that. Aleister has been having kind of a rough time here on SmackDown. Losing matches to people like Seth Rollins, and of course I'm missing out on a WWE Championship opportunity. Missed out on the Royal Rumble as well. And Aleister Black may need a palate cleanser by the way of winning this Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and perhaps getting an opportunity at the WWE Tag Team Championships come WrestleMania. Aleister Black and Ricochet, of course, no strangers to each other. Both of these men used to be a team together back on their NXT days. So tonight, they are reuniting to see if this is a winning formula. More so for Aleister Black than for Ricochet. Think about it, Ricochet is already the Cruiserweight Champion. He's had quite a successful year on SmackDown. But Aleister Black may need this more than anyone in this tournament. The Dutch Destroyer, Aleister Black, the one and only Cruiserweight Champion, Ricochet, taking on a team of very powerful Cruiserweights as part of the Dusty Classic.
Pennsylvania, weighing in at 193 pounds, Drew Gulak.
Drew Gulak, a former Cruiserweight champion who would love to break into the tag team division here on Smackdown. He has found the assistance of a fellow Cruiserweight in Noam Dar, a team that could prove to be very fructiferous just by how sheerly villainous both of these men are. I think there's also some sort of ulterior motive for Drew Gulak asking to be in this tournament and asking if he could wrestle Ricochet in it. Think about it. Gulak is the leader in the Cruiserweight division, and so is Noam Dar. If they manage to beat Ricochet tonight, could they perhaps be next in line for a shot at the Cruiserweight Championship?
And his partner from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 178 pounds, the Scottish Supernova, Noam Dar.
The Scottish Supernova Noam Dar, as opposed to someone like Drew Gulak, has never won the Cruiserweight Championship. So again, this feels like an ulterior motive situation where you have two top Cruiserweights from the division teaming together to try and take down the champion and his team. If Noam Dar and Drew Gulak can be successful here, this could mean trouble for both Ricochet and Mark Andrews, who will be again wrestling on later in our main event, taking on Seth Rollins, a first time ever matchup in our main event. There's the bell. Here we go. This is the final first round match in the 2021 Smackdown Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Look at Ricochet here. Into a cover, shoulders down. Is it enough? Ricochet and Gulak, no strangers to each other. Gulak, of course, always a chaser in the Cruiserweight division. Former champion himself. Glance now at Ricochet, face first into the canvas. We talked about how big of an opportunity this could be for Gulak. Oh! What a bicycle kick by Ricochet, and Gulak is down. Standing moonsault. Could that be enough? Hooks the leg, is it enough? And a kick out. Deep across the back by Ricochet. Gulak slowly back to his feet. Tries to get a shot at Ricochet. Ricochet with the reversal. Shot right to the plexus by Ricochet. He's got Gulak on the ropes. And this could allow Ricochet some time to fly. Watch out for the one and only. He's headed to the ropes. Up and Suicida right into our table. Gulak sent back into the ring, and Gulak may need the opportunity here. And as Ricochet was flying, Gulak, very smart, tags Noam Dar, and this could be trouble for Ricochet. Kick right to the arm, shot to the face, and now this is all Noam Dar. Certainly a huge miscalculation by the Cruiserweight champion there. You gotta wonder exactly what the hell was Ricochet thinking from an advantage perspective. If you think about it, if he wins the Dusty Classic, if he makes it all the way to the finals, he'd be wrestling twice at Fastlane. That just seems outrageous in my opinion. Shot to the face by Noam Dar. Ricochet falls to ringside. Of course, you gotta wonder if Mark Andrews is watching this match. Of course, Andrews has a huge match later tonight against the WWE Champion Seth Rollins. Mark Andrews certainly has to see what type of punishment Ricochet takes in here. And if I were Mark Andrews, I would be cheering for Ricochet here. I would want Ricochet to, you know, have the stress of 2 matches in one night, and perhaps you would hope that these Dusty Finals would come first, and then your championship match would come second. Tag was made to Aleister Black, who's coming to clean house. He sends Dar into the ropes. They meet in the middle. Dar looking to capitalize. Aleister Black says no, kicks him right behind the head, and Noam Dar fell face first into the ropes. Kick to the ribs by Aleister Black, and now Aleister using the ropes to his advantage. Noam Dar trying to create some separation, but I don't think this is the perfect time for you to... Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Not a great time to taunt Aleister Black. This is an Aleister Black that is dying for a win, and he's gonna get it here. If he dies trying. Oh! What a kick! Right to the side of the head by Aleister Black. And now Aleister about to take Noam Dar for a ride. He goes up and back first into the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring. And Noam was trying to squeeze his way into a tag, but I don't think Aleister Black is going to allow that. Tag is made. Here comes Ricochet. Into the ropes. What goes up gets down. What a big foot by Aleister Black. That leads into a cover. Hooks the leg. Isn't enough to advance to the semifinals. And a kick out by Noam Dar. Dar going right after the legs of Ricochet. Ricochet losing control of this match rather quickly, but Ricochet with the reversal. And now Dar has got Ricochet in the corner, but Ricochet blocks whatever Dar had in mind. And now Ricochet face first! Onto the canvas, Ricochet may be able to put the exclamation point here. 630! Oh, but Ricochet's not done. Tag is made. Here comes Aleister. Patiently waiting for Dar to get back to his feet. Black Mass! And there goes Gulak. And off the Black Mass, hooks the inside leg. Aleister Black and Ricochet move on.
Here are your winners, Ricochet and Aleister Black.
Ricochet and Aleister Black pick up the victory, and they move on to the semifinals. Let's take a look at the updated brackets. The semifinals of the Dusty now stand this way. DIY versus the Undisputed Era, and Mustache Mountain going one-on-one against Aleister Black and Ricochet. That's gonna be a huge episode of Smackdown, as we'll bring you the semifinals of the Dusty Classic. In the meantime, here comes the irresistible force, Nia Jax.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
Well, before Nia Jax can start thinking about her last woman standing match with Charlotte Flair, Nia she has an appointment in the center of the ring. She takes on Dakota Kai live next. We're back live on SmackDown. It's Nia Jax going one-on-one against Dakota Kai. And Jax is in complete control here. shot by Nia Jax. She's got Dakota Kai in the corner. Those repeated shots right to the ribs of Dakota Kai. Bring Dakota Kai down. Oh no, what is Nia thinking here? No, 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 no! Jax! Good grief! He's letting all the air out of the lungs of Dakota Kai, and Dakota Kai is defenseless at this moment. Now Kai just getting tossed around like a ragdoll. And Kai just needing to create some separation between herself and Nia Jax. She sends Jax over the third rope, but Jax with the headbutt! You don't hesitate when you've got Nia Jax in the ring. You just do not give her any time to recuperate. And now Nia Jax up the top again! Hooks the leg, isn't enough, and a kick out by Kai. Good grief. Well, Kai's in the corner now, and Nia Jax just looking to do more damage, sending Kai's shoulder first into the turnbuckle post. Now Nia picking up Dakota Kai. Military press sends her right back down. It's all Nia Jax in this one. And Dakota Kai with the reversal here. And over the third row goes Dakota Kai. What instincts by Nia Jax. Well, Nia Jax is in complete control as this match continues when Smackdown returns live. We're back live on Smackdown. Nia Jax still going one-on-one against Dakota Kai. And Dakota has got Nia in a precarious position. She's got her on the apron. But now Nia Jax fires back. This Jax was perhaps waiting for Dakota Kai to get back to her feet, but Dakota Kai looking to fire back. Nia Jax blocks her rather quickly. Now Jax with a neck breaker. And Nia Jax now once again waiting for Dakota Kai. At this stage, she does feel like a predator playing with their food. As Nia Jax gets Dakota Kai on the outside of the ring. There goes Dakota Kai against our announce table. What is Nia thinking of doing here? It's an uppercut there by Nia Jax, and now Nia picks up Kai. Oh my god! Oh my god! Slamming Dakota Kai against our table, and this is the type of thing that Nia Jax is going to be able to do in that last woman standing match in 2 weeks at Fastlane. And now Dakota Kai looking to create some momentum here. She's got Jax in the corner. That doesn't quite work. Nia Jax now picks her up. Knees right to the ribs. And here's Jax picking Dakota Kai up for the Samoan drop. That would be all she wrote. Shoulders down. Hooks the leg. Got her. Let's take a look at this one more time, ladies and gentlemen. The Samoan drop. Flatlining Dakota Kai in the center of the ring to bring forth the victory to Nia Jax. Hold on, hey! Well, Nia Jax was on her way out of the arena, and Charlotte Flair is here. Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax will go one-on-one in a last woman standing match in 2 weeks, live at Fastlane. And we would like to send a special thank you to the Vamps for Married in Vegas. The official WrestleMania theme song is available on the band's new album Cherry Blossom, which you can stream right now on Spotify and Apple Music. And what a night it's gonna be! It's less than a month away! Goldberg! Samoa Joe! It's Goldberg's first match in a WWE ring in over a decade. Will the Samoa Submission Machine be able to put away WCW's greatest star? We'll find out live in less than a month at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, Shayna Baszler, the Smackdown Women's Champion. Becky Lynch, the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble. A rivalry reborn. The Smackdown Women's Championship will be on the line. Baszler Lynch at WrestleMania. Also in less than a month at the show of shows, the Boss, Sasha Banks, the Hall of Famer, Trish Stratus. It's old school versus new school. Sasha Banks, Trish Stratus in Trish's first match in a WWE ring in over a decade as well at WrestleMania. And also at WrestleMania, the Women's Tag Team Championships will be on the line when champions Bianca Belair and Ember Moon go one-on-one against number one contenders, the Iconics, who will crown our first ever two-time tag team champions. We'll find out live at WrestleMania. And from Monday Night Raw, the role model Bayley, the Nightmare Rhea Ripley, another battle of veteran versus newbie. Will Ripley be able to dethrone the role model? We'll find out live at WrestleMania. Meanwhile, back here at ringside, Shinsuke Nakamura set for... Oh, hold on a second, that's Sami Zayn. Well, Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura are set to go one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship at Fastlane, and now we've got a brawl in our hands. And Shinsuke wasn't gonna hold back. Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn duking it out here at ringside. Well, whomever Shinsuke Nakamura was scheduled to face, they can thank Sami Zayn for that match not happening. And now Zayn sends Nakamura bouncing off the barricade. And now Zayn slides down and a clothesline. Down goes Nakamura. And these two certainly going right after each other. The referee calling for the bell. This certainly is a lost cause. We're not going to have a match here. These two will face off at Fastlane for the Intercontinental Championship in 2 weeks. Oh, what is Nakamura doing here? Nakamura arming himself with those steel steps. Sami Zayn narrowly avoids it. And now Zayn helpless in the barricade, and Nakamura using those steel steps as a weapon, repeatedly hitting Sami Zayn. Shinsuke Nakamura has shaken off Sami Zayn. And we would like to send a special thank you to Old Time Low, Demi Lovato, and Black Bear for Monsters. The official theme song for Fastlane is available to stream right now on Spotify and Apple Music. And what a show we have prepared for you in 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Lynch and Stratus against Baszler and Banks. It will be Stratus' return to the ring as she teams with the man to take on the SmackDown Women's Champion, the Legit Boss, live at Fastlane. But we don't know in what condition Sami Zayn is going to be. For as far as we know, this match is still going on. Shinsuke Nakamura will defend the Intercontinental Championship against Sami Zayn at Fastlane. Also at Fastlane, a last woman standing match between Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax. Tensions have been rising for months between these two, and it all comes down to this match. Last woman standing live in 2 weeks at Fastlane. Our kickoff show is gonna be lit because the Cruiserweight Championship will be on the line. Champion Ricochet will defend against the man who we will see in our main event tonight, Mark Andrews, at the Fastlane kickoff show. And in our main event, the WWE Championship will be on the line. Randy Orton will challenge Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship live at Fastlane. And it's main event time here on the Blue Brand. It's time to fly.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cardiff, Wales. Weighing in at 147 pounds, Mark Andrews.
It's Mark Andrews. And what a huge opportunity this young man has, not only at Fastlane, where he challenges Ricochet once again for the Cruiserweight Championship, but tonight, in our main event, when he takes on Seth Rollins, the WWE Champion. This may be the biggest match in Mark Andrews' career. What a win would do for Mark Andrews here. Think about it. If Mark Andrews manages to put away Seth Rollins, then we've got ourselves quite a situation. Certainly a huge underdog story in our main event tonight as the Messiah gets ready to arrive. But the WWE Champion is here.
And his opponent, accompanied by Pete Dunne from Davenport, Iowa. Weighing in at 217 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth Rollins, the WWE Champion, has certainly seen what a disciple like Pete Dunne can do. It was last week during that fatal four-way match to crown the #1 contender when Pete Dunne proved himself useful and helped eliminate Daniel Bryan and get that headache away from Seth Rollins. Rollins now will go one-on-one against Randy Orton in 2 weeks at Fastlane for that WWE Championship, a match that could alter the road to WrestleMania. But of course, when you have someone like Disciple Pete with you, you don't worry so much about that type of stuff. There's the bell. Here we go. Main event time here on Smackdown. Abdominal stretch by Rollins to kick things off. Great reversal there by Andrews. Andrews taking Rollins down. Andrews ready to give the fight here. Certainly a huge size difference between Andrews and Rollins. One is in the heavyweight division, one is in the cruiserweight division. But we're seeing the mix here tonight. These are a huge opportunity for both men. Andrews with a suplex. Andrews is no slouch. You could be looking at the next cruiserweight champion. Rollins quickly fights back, tries to get Andrews in the corner, but Andrews says no. Andrews is in control of this one. He's got Rollins on the top rope. Rollins with a knee reverses Andrews. He's got him in the corner, and now Rollins hooks it in for a suplex. Follows that up with a cover, shoulders down, and a quick kick out by Mark Andrews. Ooh, what a kick to plexus. Now Rollins, once again, another suplex, another cover, trying to put him away, and another quick kick out by Andrews. Rollins dropping the knee across the chest of Andrews, and now another one. 2 if you're counting at home. That's Rollins now heads to the top rope, looking down at Andrews. Center of the ring. Lands down the elbow drop across the chest, shoulders down. Hooks the leg, is it enough to put Andrews away here on the main event of Smackdown and a quick kick out. And I think Rollins may be growing a little bit frustrated with these quick kickouts by Andrews. It's just going to show you that this young man has fight. His size is the least of your worries. He's willing to stay in this match. As Andrews now twisting Seth Rollins like a pretzel into a submission maneuver. Is Andrews gonna make the WWE Champion tap out? And Rollins with a sidewalk slam. Look at Andrews quickly back to his feet. He kicks Rollins down. He takes it to the ropes. And now Andrews planting Rollins with a head scissors. A display of bravery and heart by Andrews. This could be the opening. The high flyer needed. He goes for the cover. He hooks the leg on the WWE Champion, and Rollins gets out at 2. Close. It doesn't get any closer than that for Andrews. Showing us that he can hang with the big boys here on Smackdown. And now Andrews hooks him in. We've seen this before. Plants him down. Neck first into the canvas. Cover him. Make yourself famous, young man. Cover him, and now the Northern Light suplex. Andrews needs to cover the WWE Champion. Oh, and this is what I was afraid of. The reversal by Rollins. The knee to the head. And just like that, Rollins is back in this match. Oh no, wait a second. Hey, Andrews is still in this. Bit of a test of strength here as Rollins pushes Andrews up, but Andrews with a kick to the plexus on the WWE Champion. This is Andrews' night here on SmackDown. Oh no, a reversal by Rollins. DDT. Just like that, the tables turned. Andrews tries to get back in it. He's got the champion now in a very quick way. Andrews is quickly back in his match. He doesn't let momentum get away from him for too long. Rollins with the elbow to the face. Andrews groggy. Rollins kick to the plexus. Takes it to the ropes. Curb stomp connects. Hooks the inside leg. Rollins picks up the victory. What a match. Well, Seth Rollins picks up the victory here tonight. Andrews gave a hell of a performance. He looked like a world champion, I'll tell you that. A lot of upside for that young man. He's clearly frustrated. Use that frustration to turn into something bigger. As we thank you so much for joining us. Good night from San Jose. Oh, what the hell? Randy Orton, the #1 contender at the WWE Championship, has sent a message to the Friday Night Messiah.